More senseless vandalism of what could be considered religious iconography has taken place at Binavanaugh Mountain near Limavady in County Londonderry, Northern Ireland, overlooking Benone Beach, Magilligan, Limavady, and Donegal. This time, a calling card of sorts consisting of a 5-foot-tall Christian cross with the words, "Thou shalt not have false gods before me," was left in place of a steel and fiberglass sculpture of Manannán mac Lir, from which the Isle of Man derives its name, according to one theory. In Manx mythology, Manannán mac Lir is a sea god that protects the area from both invaders and the angry sea itself. The sculpture, estimated at a value of £10,000, is the creation of sculptor John Sutton, also known for his work on the popular Game of Thrones series. It was first created from clay, which was used to make a mold, and then finally a cast of fiberglass and steel so that it would stand up to the harsh weather conditions that sometimes affect the area. It is a part of a 5-piece Limavady sculpture trail that is a tourist attraction for the region. The statue of this mythical god could be seen for miles around, casting his mythical protection over the land. The artist and other locals are mystified why anyone would want to go to all the trouble of removing the extremely heavy work of art, since it was so much appreciated locally and did not represent any true modern religious community, but had great historical significance. All that remains now is the bow of a boat to which the statue was attached. Investigators and the artists say that it will have been very difficult to even cut the statue away from the base, let alone lift it off. A search is underway for any remains of the artwork as well as the perpetrators. A Facebook group entitled Justice for Steve and Justice for His Sons has been set up after a British judge ordered a divorced man to take his sons to Roman Catholic Church services. The About section reads in part, "This group has been created to show support for the parent known only as Steve, who has been ordered by the courts to attend religious ceremonies with his children following a divorce hearing. Moreover, this group seeks to protect the rights of the children involved in this judgment to follow their own beliefs without fear of persecution or of having others' beliefs forced upon them." The issuing judge, James Orrell, is himself a Roman Catholic and has faced criticisms before for inserting his own religious beliefs into rulings. As for Steve himself, he is not religious, and his eldest son has also expressed his lack of belief at this time. The father of two states that long ago, when he did attend services, it was at a Unitarian church. The divorced couple has joint custody of the children, and while Steve is required by the court to attend Roman Catholic services with his children, his wife, who actually is a Roman Catholic, has no such requirement placed on her. In an earlier decision involving child custody of another couple, Judge Orrell's decision was later overturned, but Steve had been fighting his case since the order was issued in 2009. The father, who goes by the name There Is No God, Get Over It, on Facebook, says that regardless of the outcome of this case, he would like to keep the group going on general principles of religious freedom so as to protect the rights of others. Religious tourism is big business in the Middle East, and one of the sites that tourists like to flock is the place where Jesus is said to have been baptized by the man known as John the Baptist. The muddy Jordan River, which separates Jordan from Israel, is the center of many biblical narratives, but the actual location for many of these events is still the subject of speculation, as are the events themselves. However, tourists visit the river from both the Israeli and Jordanian side of the river and can be baptized if they so desire. While Jordan is a predominantly Muslim country, Christian tourists are at least welcome to visit and spend their dollars there, as much or maybe even more so than on the Israeli side. The Catholic Church has lent credence to the Jordanian version of things by starting the construction of a huge new church. Both the Pope and the Archbishop of Canterbury have visited the new construction site, and once it is finished, it is thought that there will be a tremendous increase in visitors. Likewise, on the Jordanian side is an archaeological dig which has turned up evidence that John the Baptist probably lived in a local cave. Both sides of the river are protected by joint police forces of Israel and Jordan. Perhaps, if two of the world's major religions can't bring peace to the area, a shared belief in commerce will.